Hey guys, Tyler here. Welcome back to another Bloons TD video. I've been meaning to do this video for a while. I just haven't gotten the chance to because I've been so busy with the amazing series known as Inscription. Here I'm playing on the boss Lych battle, and I'll get into the details of this challenge shortly. First, I just want to mention, if you haven't seen the Inscription series, 100% check it out. It's probably the best series on this channel, or at least it gives Baba Is You a run for its money. It is just a ton of fun, and I think you'd have a lot of fun watching it. Now, what I'm doing today, there's been an update for this game. We all know that. It came out a bit ago, but I haven't covered everything for it. There's a tower called the Sentry Paragon, or rather, formerly known as the Sentry Paragon. It got a name change to Sentry Champion because of, I guess, confusion with the other Paragons. This is a bit of a send-off to the tower formerly known as the Sentry Paragon. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the Sentry Paragon with as many buffs as I can give against Lych, try to solo the Lych boss battle. So what's that going to entail? It's going to entail like Jungle Drums Village. It's going to entail, oh god, Super Monkey buffs. The temple buffs are a big one. And then there's going to be support towers such as the Super Brittle, Cripple Moab, a lot of other jazz, Glue Strike, Glue Storm. As much damage as I can possibly make a Sentry Paragon do is what I'm going to be going for. Sure, I'll be missing out on a couple important buffs, but I think that won't matter too much. We're going to give it a shot. Hopefully I can farm it up and get that Sentry Paragon. Okay, so I want to say that greed is of the utmost importance here, which is why I'm only just now getting it a second tower to the Dart Monkey. And that's going to be a boat because that theoretically could become the another source of income with the merchant ship and all that. But I mainly wanted it because it's just really good early game damage. And I'll be soon be getting a bank and hopefully spiraling out of control with money, allowing me to get that Sentry Champion, I guess I should call it. Okay, bad news. One round before the Lych, and I have not even come close to the Sentry Champion. I've only got Sentry Expert, $32,000 away, and my banks are still kind of chilling. But, you know, I got the deconstruction, so hopefully I'll be able to last long enough to take down Lych. It's going to be kind of tough, not going to lie. I actually am doing pretty good damage with the Sentry Expert. It's not amazing, but at least get through a couple phases. I'm sure that by the time that I get enough money for the Sentry Champion, the Bloons still won't be too far. I am a little worried about the regular Bloons, because I also don't have camo detections outside the boat and this Dart Monkey. But maybe that won't be so bad. Let's see. Actually, I might be fine against camos. I mean, my boat's a pretty good damage dealing tower. Okay, nothing to worry about there. Oh, give me that and that. And I got one bank coming soon. Actually, I should probably just get it now. Or I could be greedy. I could be greedy. I think the Sentry Champion is going to be strong enough to defeat Lych even with half the map. That being said, fortified mobs scare me a little bit. Give me the champion. Alright. It's time for the big guy. Let's see how this does. I've actually never really used this tower before. So this is just another chance for me to actually look at the tower. Not going to lie, things are pretty scary right now. The live leakage is a little bit scary. Just because of the fact that I don't have Ben to give me back those lives, and actually those zombie mobs it's exceptionally terrifying. Okay, give me a little bit of a Jungle Drums Village real quick, and maybe some camo detection just for a little bit extra. I do need all the damage I can get here, and this does seem to be helping out. I should be fine. I think I'll go back to farming a little bit. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't gotten Ben, it's because Ben is actually not available for this challenge. I picked Gwen so I could eventually get her to have the heated up ability, which can buff the other towers, but that shouldn't be necessary right now. Good news is the first phase of Lych is about to be taken down. Sentry Champion's quite good. I do feel that it will be solid against the second phase. Give me that. Thank you. And let's get this garbage out of here. Let me get a... You know, I did this wrong. I should have... You know, I can still favor trades. I think I can at least. Oh, but I'm not going to be able to afford favorite trades. Right, okay. I got to sell this. Actually, never mind on the whole selling it thing. I wouldn't have been able to afford favorite trades before selling it, so I'm just going to let it be as is. I don't know what kind of tower I'm going to get up. In the meantime, I should get up something, but I also want to get banks. I also want to get some... What are these called? Central markets? Yeah, I want to get some central markets. Alright, at least I had this champion sentry for a little while longer. Let's get... You know what? Let's get Gwen. How about that? Since I Gwen should level up fast, give me some solid damage. Now, I don't have great damage against purple balloons, so I should at least get some of that. Well, maybe just another boat. Why not? Also, I probably want Gwen's cocktail doing something to beat that, yeah, fortified ceramic. This will be good against purples. Camo purples. Actually, it doesn't matter. It's around 49. No, back to farming. I'll see you guys in the second phase of Lych, and hopefully it won't be too brutal. Okay, one round away from phase 2 of Lych. I'm just saving up for the Sentry Champion real quickly this time, and I think I should be able to get it. Could just collect from a bank. No, I'm right there. There we go. Get it right now. 52,500. But this time I got down early, and I've got the Gwen down, so I imagine this should be a lot easier than the first phase. Hopefully, a lot less stressful. I mean, I can't say for sure. This thing is still pretty beefy. But, I mean, this is still just the Sentry Champion without any real support. It's got Jungle Drone's Village, but there's so many ways to make the Sentry Champion better. But it's doing pretty solid right now. I guess purple balloons are a little sketch. Unless if Sentry Champion can handle those. I'm not quite sure if that's in its capabilities. My banks are a little bit offset. I would have liked to sync up my banks, but unfortunately that's just not realistic. After this, I'll be able to get a huge farming boost, though, because that Sentry Champion is going to sell for a lot. That being said, the Lych is kind of making it far. Is that halfway? What is halfway on this map? Oh, it's round 63. Okay, I should be fine. Activate some cocktails. Focus down some rando stuff. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a little scary. I think it's the final skull that's going to, well, that stands the biggest chance to kill me. Show me just some more farms in the meantime. Oh no, this could be scary. Thankfully, I guess it's not going to be the zombie Moebs. We know that those don't pose a threat. It's mostly the mini Lych, actually, because that's going to spawn very far along the track. Should be using these rando abilities from now and then. All right, scary moment coming up. I'll just do a collect all, screw it. And then I can get some 4th tier top path farms. And maybe start making my way towards a Monkeyopolis, even though it's not even going to be that good of a Monkeyopolis. Okay, yeah, I can really start farming now. All right, second phase of Lych basically taken down. No worries there. Hopefully I can really skyrocket in farming now. I'll see you guys closer to the third phase. Okay, one more round before the third phase of Lych. I've been farming pretty heavily. Gotta say I'm overall proud of this output, but now I gotta actually get some damage down. Once these BFBs get taken down, this can be a huge surge, no doubt. Thank you. All right, here we go. Bring it on. Sentry Champion, and I'm immediately going to get a Super Brittle, because that will greatly enhance our damage against the Sentry Champion. We do have to get through 245,000 damage, so it is going to be a lot more of a challenge here. And I haven't even started on Temple Tech, and I'm going to have to get a Cripple Moeb Sniper, and I'm going to have to get a Heli Pilot so I can move this Super Brittle around. I mean, it's very important that I can get it to different locations without selling it, and then therefore buffing Lych. So let's get the Cripple Moeb right now, and just put it back here. It gets a little discount. Oh, can I not? Right, here we go. Work on that, and then Glue Strike can be upcoming, and we're doing a decent dent. I'm not too happy about it right now. Let me see if I can move this to a better area. Oh, bad news is I can't place it over here. Oh, that's a big yikes. Here then? That'll do. That'll do. And I think I can get the Cripple Moeb right now. Because, yeah, that will give another +5 damage to all towers attacking it. So I should probably get like a second support Chinook so I can constantly move this thing around, because I don't think one cooldown is enough. And then maybe get a little Glue Strike just for full map extra damage to every balloon that it touches. So yeah, right here seems good. It's got to be the top cross path of it, you should note, just so it can actually hit Moebs, because otherwise it won't. And there we go. Or sorry, Glue Storm. It's the damage is speeding up. I mean, things are getting better right now, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna wait till I pop the extra bonus balloons before going ham on Glue Strike, and that'll be pretty soon, I think. Yeah, it'll be pretty soon. There we go. Let's get that going. Lots of extra damage. Off to a slow start, but I think it'll be a lot better now. Let me just get down Pursuit. I honestly feel pretty good about my farm setup, so, or my damage setup, so I'll just keep going Monkeyopolis and maybe Chinooking around the Super Brittle when needed. But I don't think he'll be needed for a while. Soon I'll have to get those temple buffs, and the temple buffs will take it to the next level. I mean, true Sun God, it's an amazing support tower, no doubt about it. I am surprised it was doing this well, to be completely honest. I did expect to struggle more without the temple. Now, I do have to remember to constantly transport the super brittle around the map. That's one of my biggest worries, that I'll forget that. But there we go, phase 3 taken down with plenty of room to spare. Now it's time to go super duper extreme farming and damage setup. See ya at phase 4. Alright, one round from phase 4 Lych. I got my support temple down here. And yes, it is only a support temple. I sacrificed nothing to it except for support towers. It is extremely weak otherwise. And I did it just so this Sentry Champion can shred the Lych. And with 500,000 HP, this is going down very quickly. So all the buffs in conjunction are going wonderfully so far. I love to see this. I have, I got to support Chinook my super brittle. Maybe get you right over here. I have embrittlements all over the map because there's a chance, oh wait, this range is huge. There's a chance that maybe embrittlement stacks with super brittle. Like they could possibly have a separate attack, so having both of them lets me squeak out even more damage than I could before. I don't know, it's just a theory. I mean, it's working out pretty decently so far, but again, this is only 500,000. The final phase is going to have a lot more HP, so I am a little nervous about that. I might have to crank out some special treatment just so I can find the damage for the final phase. Oh, but that being said, yeah, we're pretty good against the main phase. The only issue is actually this cripple mob. Why is this not attacking Lych? Well, because Lych is dead, that's why. It's a pretty good defense still. Well, I've still got to make some adjustments. Hopefully, phase 5 will be doable. See you there. Okay, it's round 119. What did I get here to support my Sentry Champion? Oh yeah, a bunch of Sentry experts. The only sensible play. Thought a screen full of these would be fun, and I'm still going. Let's see if this will be enough to take down the Lych. I've also got a bunch of other 4th tier equivalents of 5th tier buffers. So I have a support temple, 4th tier, that only has, well, 4th tier stuff. I have some glue strikes that, I don't know, maybe it also buffs, or not buffs, and lets towers deal an extra damage. I swear it lets towers do 1 extra damage, but I might be mistaken. And then I, of course, have the embrittlements and, of course, the super riddle to move around. Like, I just have a bunch of combined buffers in case they do happen to stack. Hopefully, all this will be necessary or be helpful to take down the tier 5 of Lych. Already down to his first phase, so it's off to a pretty solid start. Keeping it on slow speed right now. I could probably even place down more engineers. It's not lagging my game too much. Only thing is, it is going to be harder and harder to actually see them. Okay, second phase is coming down. Super brittle being moved around helps a lot. And all these buffs, I can't quite sure how much, I can't be quite sure how much they're helping, but it's got to be counted for something. Sentry Paragon and his friends taking it down. I mean, this is the Sentry Paragon, or at least the if there was a Sentry Paragon now that is Sentry Champion, if there was an actual Sentry Paragon now, this is how you would assemble it, surely. And let me just verify this temple's barely doing anything. Yeah, it doesn't even have 500,000 damage. Okay, this is all the sentries. And I'll get you closer to the center. I don't even think I need to buy more sentries. I may have even bought too many. Let's see, though. Sentry Paragon's hard carrying. I mean, that one's, yeah, this one's got 4 million damage. And these have barely any. None, one's breaking 100,000. I guess the support temple buffs are helping. If I was getting nervous, I would actually increase the range of this support temple so it could hit a few more of those Sentry experts, but I don't think that's necessary. I think I'm going to take it down. Yeah, I love these towers. My first experience with the Sentry Paragon is a good one. This is kind of just hypersonic towers all over again, except on the boss battle. I could try some other 5th tier, just try to hypersonically buff it and see how well it does against the Lych. It could be fun to solo, because the only buffs we're missing Permabrew, we're missing Overclock, we're missing Homeland Defense, which admittedly are 3 really good buffs, but it just goes to show you that there's a lot of other good ways to increase the damage of a tower. Let's see, can I guess Champion Sentry? Yeah, each of the individual Champion Sentries are pulling probably 50,000 before they expire. That's insane. And with the final phase of Lych being taken down, this should be over in no time. Hey, guess who forgot to transport the super riddle? Let me click on it. Oh, I can't click on it because there's sentries on it. All right. Yeah, that just shows how little we really are struggling, because I don't even need to transport the super brittle. I probably could have been fine, actually, without some of these Sentry experts. But it's not too big a deal overall. Like, like, as you can see, they add up to not that much damage. Maybe a million in total, but with the extra million, I have no doubt the Sentry Paragon could take it down, because plus then we'd be able to transport our Super Brittle more and deal more damage that way, and I even stopped doing abilities at the end. Yeah, it's all over. What a fun fight. I had not a doubt in my mind that this could be taken down, although I did not realize it was going to be that easy. I genuinely didn't. Shoot me some comments of some absolutely terrible 5th tier towers that you would love to see if they could handle Lych. That could be a fun little experiment. Maybe it doesn't even have to be awful. Maybe it just has to be cheap, like Tax Zone or Super Maelstrom. Super Maelstrom would be hilarious. I wonder if it could be done. Well, anyways, that's the Lych fight. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you all in the next Bloons video. Have a wonderful day and peace.